Good morning. Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Good evening to friends in North America, and hello to anyone watching on replay. My name is Nancy Hetker, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. And today I am going to be casing a set of cards that I saw Patty Bennett make on her Facebook. But I've adapted it to work with A4 cardstock. Hers are in inches because she's an American. Yeah, I like to adapt things so that they work really easily with our A4 cardstock and work in the right proportions. What we're going to be using today is this fruit salad designer series paper stack that is one of the free items in Celebration, which goes now through the end of February while supplies last. This is really fun designer series papers. And this is front and back of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my goodness. 9, 10 designs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, that's got 12. How did I get 9? What did I leave out? Oh, this one. There we go. I don't know what I left out. Anyway, lots of fun designs. And hello, Paula. Thanks for joining me today. Yes, I am feeling better. My head doesn't feel like it's, all stuffy. Last night I had some annoying coughing, but I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to keep that under control and not have it get into bronchitis like I did when I had flu when I was in the States. So, fingers crossed. Paxlovid, for those of you who don't know, I tested positive for a very mild case of COVID on Sunday. Yeah, probably picked up. My best guess is going to be the guy I flew next to on the plane on Thursday. But who knows where I picked it up. Anyhow, these are the 4 sheets that I've chosen to use today. And this is going to be I call it a slice and dice. Because what we're going to do is this layout. And Patty did this, like I said, in inches. And I came through and I adapted it proportions for the A4 cardstock. Again, just as a reminder, there's the equivalent layer in inches. And you can see the proportions are a bit different. It's slightly wider, but it's a lot shorter in the letter size. So I went and made the template in centimeters. So all of these 4 sheets of paper are going to cut the same way, and then we're going to do a mix and match. So, yeah. Try to focus here. I'm also listening. If you hear a bunch of noise, this is also Home Improvement Week. On Monday, we had an electrician here much of the day. And he replaced all of the downlights. We have, what, 34, 35 downlights in our whole house. And he replaced them all. When the house was built 16 years ago, they were halogen downlights, and the bulbs or the globes had been changed to LED, but it was kind of a mishmash, and the transformers in them were starting to give out. So instead of replacing the bulbs, it was just time to upgrade the whole thing. So he came through and did all of those on Monday, and then today, what you may hear being noisy is we are getting a new hot water system. And, excuse me, that is, we're switching from instantaneous gas, which I have to say we have really liked. But again, it's original to the house. So at 16 years old, we're kind of on borrowed time. And there's a huge push to get off of gas for climate change and resources and efficiency. So we are upgrading to a heat pump, hot water electric heat pump, 4.2 centimeters. So this is going to be left over. And, oh, of course, it would help if I had my layout the right way. Anyway, the heat pump hot water is being installed today. And so we currently have no water, which is fine. We knew it was coming. It is absolutely a better thing to have it done planned instead of as an emergency. And my husband is very cranky when he can't have his hot shower. So having it be an emergency where he can't do that would be a very bad thing. Okay, so those are our pieces cut. And I am going to make 4 cards. So lay these out roughly. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Now some of these are going to get swapped around. I'm just laying them out to get different things, different places. Except let's put them in the correct place, huh? Okay, so now they all have a different thing, but some of them may work better switched around a little bit more. So we can just play for a moment. So maybe we'll do that. Okay. Am I missing something obvious here? I don't think so. I don't think it really matters. Okay, so I'm going to start gluing down. Yeah, Glenn's feeling a bit funky. He did one COVID test and it came out negative. He was supposed to do another one this morning, and I haven't heard if he has yet or what the results are, so that's on him. But COVID notwithstanding, we had a great time in Tasmania. And while I was disappointed that we had to cut our initial itinerary basically in half because he had to come back and teach and hadn't marked it accurately in his calendar when we first started planning. Well, who knows when I would have come down with COVID. But it is... we decided it's going to be fine to go back and do the second half on a separate trip. It was kind of nice to come home. So we look forward to going back and seeing other parts of the state. It was so beautiful, and it's Hobart is really a small city. The whole metropolitan area has about 250,000 people, but it offers a lot of interesting stuff. So we were happy with that part. And then you do a 10-minute drive and you are out in nature. I mean, not even suburb type stuff, just nature. I'm gonna do that. So that was cool. Morning, Allison. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, these papers are fun. I've looked at them a couple times and finally decided to choose them for my celebration reward. I think we had something reasonably similar several years ago, back when I was still in Arizona. So maybe it's many years ago now. But very fun. Okay, there's two. This one is square, so I can absolutely put it either direction without worry. The rest of them are rectangles. So I know some of you, Paula's got snow. We have had a couple of hot and kind of humid days, but today is beautiful. Nice and cool. Lovely fresh breeze. I have the house open wide, which is one reason the noise from outside with the water heater is loud. Oh, and so to top it off, the plumber who's installing the water heater, he's got some kind of talk radio, something going on. I can't hear what they're saying, just that they're talking. And the house, just the other side of the fence from our patio, they are continuing to have the house painted. I think they're down to probably the last day. He's doing trim. And he's playing music. For a while, Glenn had some sort of podcast or something on, and I just was going nuts. So I closed my door, which I don't like to do when the house is open because then I lose all the breeze. But it is what it is. So, and the dogs are fascinated by what's going on in the backyard or the patio. Yeah, I think the one with the green. Okay, get this last one on. Four different card bases. Real Red, which is in these two. Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie, and Granny Apple Green. So, really, any of them should be able to go on any of them. Let's do that. Oh, there he goes. He's drilling something. So it's interesting to me that here in Australia, water heaters are almost always outside. Because in the States, they're almost always, that I've seen, inside. Sorry, my monitor shows that the feed ended, but I know it didn't. Funny, we're 17 here right now too, but it's 17 Celsius. Actually, we're probably up to 18 or so by now, but there's one. So if you've ever, for the folks in the US, I don't know if you are, I know there are some heat pump hot water systems that are all in one. They just look like a regular hot water tank with a big fan unit on top. Here we have split systems, which is nice because our tank is going to sit right on our patio, right where we, sit and eat and stuff. And we really didn't want a whole, anyway, we didn't want the the unit blowing on us when we were sitting out on the patio and stuff. So we've got the split system, and the compressor unit is getting mounted on the garage roof, which is right next to the patio, and where our air conditioner compressors are, our split air conditioners. So just have them all up there, and just the tank on the patio. So here's the fourth one of these. So I know I'm a total geek when it comes to things like house mechanics. Okay, so there are my card bases. And then I thought I'd do that on each of them. And this sentiment comes from Round We Go. There it is. This is actually in the 24-25 catalog, but it's brand new to me. I don't know that I discovered it, but I just acquired it. And I think the Real Red is going to work on all of these. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp these up. And clean and close. And I'll put those on with dimensionals, I think. That one's not so straight. Oh well. Yeah, the colors just pop. And it all makes me happy. Let's put it that way. Let's see how that does. Seems awfully small to need 4. Thanks for joining me, Allison. Good luck with your appointment. So, what else is happening? Nick has started summer intensive class this week. Basically, they do a semester's worth of class. I think it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks? 3 weeks, I guess. Now, I don't have all of these cut out yet, but from one of the pieces of paper, there are these pineapples. So, there is one that I wanted to add. Let's see what I've got that works here. One of those might... These are the shiny sequins. Oh, I don't have many of the green ones, do I? That's what I was thinking I would use. Let's look at these. Adhesive back transparent dots. Here. Yeah, this says it does garden green and granny apple green, and these are technically lemon lime twist. But these are garden green. Thinking. I have a feeling these are not going to color so well, but let's try it. They may do okay. We'll see. Yeah, they come out more pinky. Okay. So, what do you think? I think maybe that one's going to stay like that. So I think I am going to leave it there because I don't think you particularly want to watch me fussy cut 3 more pineapples. They take a while. I have them here. But I will assemble the rest of these and put an inside in there. And these will be on my blog, my very next blog post, which can be found at, yeah, I can switch up the colors of the embellishments. But my blog is at nancysniftynotes.com. And if you have any questions for me, I can be reached by emailing Nancy at nancysniftynotes.com or through Facebook Messenger. Yeah, so thank you for joining me today. I should be back same time, same place next week with another project. See you then. Bye-bye.